Mama, if you have an appetite for cozy comfort food, stick around because today I'm going to show you how to make a neat noodle dish as well as a quick and easy peanut soup that is sweet. Now here, I'm going to show you, the first thing I'm going to show you is how to make a dish I call the meat sauce over rice stick noodle, because every single cuisine around the world have a meat sauce. Italian have meat sauce over spaghetti, and Chinese have meat sauce in Sichuan and Guangzhou. Every single cuisine has the meat sauce. The first thing I want to show you quickly, how to make a quick Asian broth first, because this is very easy to do, okay? All you have to do is use some Greek, either powder or bouillon or canned broth or your homemade chicken soup stock. And then you add this in to make it more Asian. Ginger, shallot, and green onion. Flavor, enhance the flavor. Put a tiny bit of soy sauce and put a tiny bit of pepper. And later on, when you're ready to use it, put a tiny bit of sesame seed oil. That's a quick Asian broth. Everybody can use in a variety. In fact, we're going to use it for our dish, okay? Now, when you make meat sauce, in the Chinese, you can use ground pork, ground beef, ground anything. Here is a piece of chicken, okay? I'm going to cut this up. I butterfly this first. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I want to show you how fast you can ground. And then cut into little dice like this, okay? Little dice. Everybody know a sharp knife is a safe knife. Don't use any dull knife. You know, you learned that. I learned that from cooking school, okay? Okay? Okay, look at the two knife. Whoa, a lot of exercise. Ah! Oh boy, you know that? This is very easy. And then when it's all nice and done, you're gonna put this, okay, in a bowl right here, and then clean it up, okay? And of course, how do you clean this up? Very simple. Oh, you don't have time? Don't worry, just turn them up. This is already cleaned up, okay? Then if you are lucky enough, I have a lot of knife, okay? And then the first thing I'm going to show you is how to marinate your meat, okay? After you chop it up, you marinate your meat. The most important thing is put a tiny bit of wine, the flavor, tiny bit of soy sauce, okay? Tiny bit of soy sauce. This is dark soy, okay? Give the nice rich color to your meat sauce, okay? And then put a tiny bit of cornstarch. Why do you use cornstarch, you may ask? I learned that from cooking school. You thicken the sauce. Normally you use the cornstarch to thicken the sauce, but actually it helps to seal in the juice, give the nice shiny glaze, okay? And not only that, give that wonderful, wonderful velvety texture, okay? This is all nice and ready, okay? And you know what? I use 3 different kinds of meat. You can use just ground pork, ground chicken, ground beef, but I have ground meat, ground chicken, ground, you have ground 3 different kinds of meat, make it more interesting, okay? And then we're gonna make the sauce. This is broth, this is the meat sauce, okay? And then I have wine, and then I have hoisin sauce, Chinese barbecue sauce, hoisin. Everybody say hoisin. Hoisin. Yeah, hoisin sauce, okay? And then I also use a tiny bit of chili garlic sauce, la jiu jiang. Yes, la jiu jiang. And then a tiny bit of oyster flavor, give that nice, balanced, savory flavor. And then a tiny bit of sesame seed oil and a tiny bit of dark soy, okay? That's all you need. And then you use a chopstick to mix them all up, okay? Then you put a tiny bit of these, to cook your marinated ground meat, okay? Can you hear the sizzling sound? Okay. And my broth is getting ready, and this is getting ready. How about cut up some green onion? Cut it up, cut it in half. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Make sure as you go along. The most important thing is, as you go along, move your finger towards the left, never to the right. And then I also put this over here, put some garlic. You know what? Why I'm stir frying all of these? I know someone in the audience has a very sweet tooth. Daniel, you come up here and help me to make a yummy dessert. Then we'll visit one of the oldest cities in Taiwan. You love cooking, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love them.
When you were a little kid, do you help your mom make cookies?
All the time.
All the time.
All
now,
the time.
this is wonderful. So we're talking about cookie. I'm mixing this in this blender, cream, sugar, and butter, okay? And I'm gonna shut it off first. And then this is how I cut this and make minced ginger, because we're gonna do a twin ginger shortbread cookie. That's your favorite.
Absolutely.
Not only you have one sweet tooth, you have sweet teeth. I mean, every single one is sweet. Now, this is how I do it. Mince the ginger, already done. And then you go, look at that. This is all done. And then for you, this is all you have to do. Hold on to this and you go like that. And you go, already done, okay? Do me a favor. Get all this ginger, because I love ginger. You love ginger flavor?
I love.
Smell it.
Ooh.
You know how to say ginger in Chinese? Gong. Gong. Very good. And in the meantime, please do me a favor. Get the ginger ready. And then in the meantime, I'm going to show everybody, I'm going to cut up some of these, okay? In fact, why I'm going to cut this, my meat sauce is getting ready. I want to make sure my meat sauce is done, okay? This meat sauce being cooked, I'm going to put this sauce right in here. This is the meat sauce, beautiful meat sauce, okay? And then let it cook for a little while. This is good, let it cook for a little while, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to cut this is the crystallized ginger. Crystallized ginger. Cut. You know, cut. Crystallized ginger is wonderful. Daniel, have you ever tried crystallized ginger?
No.
No? Oh, try a little piece. It's very good, nice and sweet. And then also chop up some walnut. You know, glazed walnut. All I have to do is just crush it like this. Look at that. Look at how easy this is. Just crush. Oh, this is it. And then you have this walnut, and you have this. Everything is all ready right over here. And then we turn this back on. And then add the nuts, okay? Add the crystallized ginger. Add more ginger. More ginger. And then do me a favor, Daniel. Put this in slowly, okay? Put the flour into this slowly. Sure. In the meantime, you know what? I'm making all of this meat sauce. This meat sauce is almost ready, okay? The meat sauce. Oh, Daniel, come over and taste the meat sauce. It's very good.
Ooh,
this
so
dish
good.
has a wonderful mixture of flavors, all kind of flavor, much like the city that inspired me to make it. So join me now as I travel to a place with a unique and colorful past that is rich in both history and a lot of great food. I'm in Tainan, the oldest city in Taiwan, and this is the site of a fort built by the Dutch, who occupied this area in the first half of the 17th century. The local call this the Red-Haired Tower because of the red-haired Dutchman. So let's look around. Back in the 1500s, this place was a prime real estate on the trade routes to China. First came the Portuguese, then those red-haired Dutch in 1624. A couple years later, the Spaniard came along, but before long, the Dutch kicked them out when the main general Zhang Chenggong came over from mainland China and expelled the Dutch in 1661. That was the end of European rule right here in Taiwan. But you can still see its legacy in the historical forts and towers of Tainan, like this one, the massive Anping Fort. Anping was the original name of the town of Tainan, and that name still shows up all over town. The street is called Number 1 Street. It is not only the oldest street in town, it is also the first real street in Taiwan. I'm having a little snack break in this Anping snack and cultural restaurant here. Look at this, steamed pale pig. All of this tastes so good and so unique. I'm going to learn something from Master Chef Yang. This is rice paste and also sweet potato. Look at the filling they have here. Look at this. Nice freshwater shrimp, ground meat. You can use beef, pork, or chicken. Marinate And then you form into a little shape like this. Ooh, look at this. Because it's all made by hand. You can see each one is slightly different shape. Hopefully I can do it. Here, put a tiny bit of ground meat right here. Another one.
Wow, very good. Yeah.
First time, it's not bad. Check it out.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at this. It looks
Very
translucent. You all heard of the Grand Canal of China. This is the Anping Canal in the city of Tainan. It used to be a very busy waterway, shipping cargoes from Tainan to many parts of Taiwan. This is also the waterway divided the old Tainan and the new Tainan. The new part of town is filled with fantastic food surprises too. And one of the best is a little treat called Coffin bread. That's right, I said Coffin. It sounds strange, but it's a real buried treasure. In fact, this tiny shop has attracted everybody from master chef to movie stars. And now, hey, me. So what exactly is Coffin bread? You started with a perfectly golden brown fry of this toast. And then Chef Hui, the inventor of this coffin bread, is going to cut this open. Look at this. It looks like a little coffin. You see? You open this up. The inside is nice and moist. You see? Then you fill it with a flavorful, fresh seafood stew. You know what? The texture contrast. This tastes better. I would prefer to have the coffin bread. This is the best looking, the most delicious coffin I have ever faced. Mr. Chow is the inventor of the famous shrimp roll. Used to sell this in a roadside stand in a fishing village. From those modest beginnings, Mr. Chow's little one-man shrimp roll stand has turned into a fast food empire. In the workshop behind the store, they're making over 20,000 shrimp rolls a day. The rolls get dipped in a light, delicate batter, deep fried until they're crisp and golden brown, and then served up by the thousands, fast food style, at the front of the building. Long line, finally, my turn. This is the famous Charles shrimp roll, delicious. Fish ball, noodle with a meat sauce. Everything is out of this world. But this is definitely the winner, the famous shrimp roll. This town has got it all: history, art, cultural attractions, and some of the best fast food on the planet. That's why I always tell people, hey, when in Taiwan, check out Tainan. Daniel, you're one lucky guy. There's enough cookie dough here to make enough cookie to last you for 4 years. Look at
That's
that.
all I need.
This is very easy. You just roll up little dough like this, and you put it right over here, and all you have to do is just press it down. That's it, okay? Just a little dough, and then roll them around. Look at this, very, very nice and round. It doesn't have to be perfectly round anyway. And then you just put them all and just press it. Do me a favor. That's because we have about 400 people here,
Sure.
okay? Now, in the meantime, while you are doing the cookie, I'm going to come over here and do something exciting, okay? Here, I have boiled some noodle, some nice noodle here, okay? I'm going to quickly drain this, okay? Very, very fast. Drain this. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. This is wonderful. And this noodle, we're going to use it for our dish, okay? In the meantime, we are going to show you how to make a wonderful dish. So we have done the quick Asian broth. We also have done the meat sauce continue being cooked. And then also Daniel, my good friend, my buddy, is making the twin ginger shortbread cookie. I'm going to show you how to make a very unique Asian-style sweet peanut dessert soup, okay? Here, I heat this up, okay? And then I put some peanut butter right here, okay? And I put some water, just enough, not much, okay? So we can stir this in, okay? And, look at this. Stir this first, okay? Make sure make sure to mix this first. Oh, Daniel, come over and take a look at this. You know, this particular dessert you probably have never seen, never tried it before.
Don't see too many dessert soups.
But it's very, very popular in Asia, particularly in Chinese restaurant. You go to Chinese restaurant, they use peanut. If you cannot have peanut, you can use walnut. You can use black sesame seed. Look at this, very, very simple. And this, all you have to do, mix it up, okay? You can grind your own peanut.
So that's very traditional.
Very, very traditional, very traditional. And then you brown sugar, everybody have brown sugar, okay? Put the brown sugar there. And then, you know, have you ever seen this before? Let me show you. Rock sugar and slab sugar. Look at this, rock sugar. In fact, personally, I love to use this. Very, very easy, okay? And then, Daniel, while you're doing this, while you see all, we can enjoy this later. Finish the cookie for me because I need to put the cookie in the oven. Otherwise, we have no cookie to eat. Okay, we put the rock sugar. And then I also, look at all the choices we have. You can use peanut, you can use cashew nut, or you can use walnut to make all kind of soups. You can all kind of nuts, okay? Some people may be allergic to peanut, okay? While I'm doing all of these, okay. How you doing? Very good. Let's do another one, last one. So we're gonna do me a favor and put it, I'm gonna take it, put it in the oven. Okay. Whoa, this is very, very easy. Okay, now put it over here. I'm gonna put it in the oven. In the meantime, Daniel, do me a favor. Take this candy walnut to the gas over there, and I'm gonna take it over there, okay? In the meantime, we'll take it, thank Daniel. Let's thank Daniel very much, okay? And I'm gonna put this in the oven and bake it about 350 degrees. Ah, look at it, this is for you. Pass it around. Next, I'll finish this quick and easy, delicious meal. Oh, smells so good. Smells so good. Let's all thank Daniel over there. Thank Daniel very much. Okay? Oh, this is beautiful. Hot, hot, hot. I love it. I love hot cookie. Okay? Look how beautiful this is. Beautiful. Line them all up. All together. Look at this beautiful cookie. They're like a, whoa, this is beautiful cookie. I'm going to pass it around, let everybody taste it. In the meantime, I'm going to finish my sweet peanut dessert soup. You know, the quick Asian broth is done. The cookie is already done with the help of Daniel. And also the meat sauce over right is almost ready. We're going to put a tiny bit of evaporated milk. This is what gives that rich taste to it, okay? And then we lightly thicken this up with a tiny bit of cornstarch. You don't have to, but this is give you a nice consistency, okay? And also with the same cornstarch, we're thickening up our meat sauce, okay? Make sure this is very, very high, and then you turn this up. Whoa, this is very nice. Even Daniel said this meat sauce tastes very good. I agree, even though I have not tasted myself. Because I trust Daniel. This meat sauce is beautiful, nice, and then look at the consistency. Look at the beautiful consistency. This is nice, okay? And then add a tiny bit of chopped peanuts. You know what? This, we will dish this out. Just the right consistency. Not too thick, not too thin, okay? And this is beautiful. And the meat sauce is done, and our broth is done. Everything is done. And then we'll put this over here, and put this right over here with a tiny, tiny bit of sesame seed. In the meantime, I put the meat sauce. Now this is amazing, okay? You can serve over rice. The meat sauce is very multi-purpose. Serve over rice, serve over noodle, serve over rice noodle. This is served over rice. Look at how beautiful this is. This is beautiful. And then, look at this. Tiny bit of chili. And then this is served over noodle itself without the broth. Once again, hey, how about tiny bit of this? And this one, I do it differently. I serve with the Asian broth. That means you have a choice of several things. And this is so easy to do. This is so beautiful. Look at that. All the choices in life. Look at this. We have all of these wonderful things Everybody can try it at home. This is so beautiful. You know what? Cookie is here, and you can even make it looks nice and beautiful. You know, it is so versatile. It's a wonderful dish. You know, everybody can make it at home. Remember, if Yan can cook unique and colorful dishes with Taiwanese flavor, so can all of you. 再见. Today's tip, how to cut Asian vegetable for Chinese or Asian dishes. See this? Julienne pieces, dice, thick slices, thin slices. You can even do the ginger, shredding, dice, and miniature dice. I'm going to show you how easy it is to shred. First, you cut into thin slices like this. You see how thin the slice is? Okay? And then you hold on to this and you go, or you just go like this. This is how you shred your vegetable. Very, very fast. Okay? This is all shredding. And then once it's shred, you can put it right here, shredding your carrot. Or you can julienne. Julienne is a little bit bigger. So what you do is you cut 1, 2, and 3. See, much bigger slices. And then, of course, you can use the same knife to crush. This is crush. First, you remove the garlic, okay? You remove the garlic, and then you hold on to this, and then you put this piece here, and you go crush, the whole thing crush. This is how you crush, okay? Crush, you see it? Crush. This is what you should learn. Roll cutting, you cut it, and then you roll it quarter of a turn. Cut, roll quarter of a turn. This way, every single cut, same size, but different shape. This is Chinese roll cutting. So a lot of technique, cut different vegetable in different shape and different size for different dishes. This is the tip of the day.